Hey guys, it's Lando from the Snap Fantasy Football Podcast. I am here to talk to you about rookie sensation, possibly JK Dobbins, running back for the Baltimore Ravens. This is a guy that I was excited about early in the offseason, and we have a chance to be excited for him coming into our playoff run and into the playoffs. First though, if you have specific questions about your teams, about some waiver ads, some trades you might still have, start sits, get into our DMs. We are snap_fantasy on Instagram and Twitter. That's the best way to get a hold of us, and we will definitely answer your questions if you have them for us. So make sure you do that right now. Snap_fantasy, Instagram and Twitter. But I'm going to get a little bit nerdy here about JK Dobbins and how I see him progressing rest of season. So far, he's been a little bit disappointing and a bit of a boom bust running back, but he's only had a 36% snap share through weeks 1 through 6. So not great, but now weeks 8 through 11, he has a 57% snap share. That's up 21%, averaging better than 7.7 yards per carry. It's been great for JK Dobbins lately. And despite limited success for the Ravens, they've still been running the ball first or second most in the NFL. They have poor O-line play, but 25th in adjusted line yards. J.K. Dobbins individually has struggled to beat defenders one-on-one, but he's second in the NFL in breakaway run rate, third in yards created, and this guy is an exciting player. If you were watching this game, you should see that J.K. Dobbins is the best running back they have. Potentially now we have Gus Edwards relegated to the third back in that line, and Mark Ingram, he is not the answer. So I believe the Ravens finally have decided and have figured out that J.K. Dobbins is the real deal. This game, no one's been injured, so it's going to be J.K. Dobbins leading the way, and I believe you can trust him going forward. Game script for J.K. Dobbins with the Ravens, they're number 1 in the NFL. This guy, 7% breakaway run rate, as I mentioned. He was the second round pick for the Ravens, and this is a chance for them to really go forward. They are not winning every game. They need to keep the best players on the field as best as possible, and that this is your chance to do it. He's also running some plays out of the backfield. 128 routes run for J.K. Dobbins. Even though he hasn't seen the targets, there's still an opportunity for him to be in there at all 3 downs. So you don't need to worry about Justice Hill coming in there. You don't have to worry about potentially Mark Ingram getting in there. I do believe that J.K. Dobbins will be a full workhorse running back. And right now, you have a chance to get J.K. Dobbins. He's only 62% owned right now. So get your waiver claims in right now. Put J.K. Dobbins right at the top of that list, and he could be an absolute league winner as long as they give him the opportunity. And I am projecting the Ravens to give him the opportunity long-term going forward. You can see it against Pittsburgh. He had 15 carries for 113 yards. That's over 7.5 yards per carry. I just need him to get more passing down work. That's the really big differentiator. That's why maybe he won't win you leagues if he doesn't get more than 2 targets per game. Last game against Tennessee, he got 2 receptions for 15 yards, and that's just really not enough. But getting in those goal line schemes is what really puts J.K. Dobbins a differentiator for this team, where Gus Edwards was that guy before. I believe Gus Edwards can be dropped. You don't need to carry that kind of non-existent upside on your team. If it's only goal line work that Gus Edwards is going to get, that I ain't about that life. And Mark Ingram can be also dropped as well. He is old and dusty, but J.K. Dobbins is the future. And because the Ravens selected Dobbins with such a high pick, I believe going forward that it's going to be the Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins show. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is a threat in the goal line work and could always rush for a touchdown, but I do believe that they want to keep Lamar Jackson out of harm's way, and that means J.K. Dobbins will run, and he will run people over. He's only 21 years old. This Ohio State running back is going to set the world on fire, potentially being the #1 rookie running back in or the second half of the season. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like the video, and subscribe because we have a lot more coming out this week. I'm excited to talk about more players this week. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.